shocked. Very shocked at the way in which the bike's been so reliable. Starts every time. Only problems with the dealership at the beginning. So, you know, pick a good dealership before you ever buy a bike from them, because I've never done a service once with anyone. I've got my own private mechanics that do my servicing, or myself. If it's a little simple things, then it's myself, really and truly. You know, I bought it in 2020. It hasn't let me down at all. The acceleration is not really too great. The initial takeoff is not really too great. The speed is not fantastic at all. It's only got 5 gears. It really does need a 6th gear, but I think that most 125s need a 6th gear. Really and truly, just to get you out of that situation in danger, especially on the A roads. Once you're on the A roads, then you know, you really do need that extra push. But otherwise than that, I can't even fault the bike, really and truly. Starts on the bottom. The only thing with me is that I've got certain things changed from the start. I knew that most of the Chinese bikes, their chains and that usually snap. So I ended up getting a DID chain, little gold one, heavy duty, put on there straight away. And I've got a sat nav dock put on there that you can put your dock of your phone, put on the bike. That's the only things I've had changed on the bike. Otherwise than that, everything's standard. And to me, night time, you really need to change the light on these bikes. The light on this bike is not fantastic night time. It doesn't light up enough to see the road as clear as what you need to see the road as clear without people blinding you. When people are trying to blind you, you want to blind them back. It's really and truly, but you know. Otherwise than that, the bike hasn't let me down. I've had it for over a year. So I think I can do a pretty good review on the bike. I can't really do a pretty good review, I'm not mechanically sound. I don't sit down there reading the manuals or the books of the bike. To me, and the only other thing is the bar ends. The bar ends, after a certain amount of time, they keep on coming loose all the time. So you're always constantly screwing the bar ends back in. So anyone thinking about purchasing these bikes, there's little things you might have to do, little tightening here and there. But for what you pay for it, you know that you're going to end up with tightening up things or checking over things. But to me, it runs, it works, it gets me from A to B. I can't really complain, really. I've done a review on it on most of the channel already. I've done a walk around review on it, the speed of it, the specs, what it can do, what it can't do. But to me, on a motorway or a dual carriageway with this bike, or not on a motorway, on an A road or dual carriageway on this bike, the maximum you're going to get out of this is about 62. You got to think, I'm 6'4", I'm on this bike. I'm like, boy, something like, I don't know, 15, 16 stone, something like that. So the wind ratio is not really too great. But this bike, if I had a 6th gear, it would move smoothly. But going through the gears, it's not a problem. You're always going everywhere in 3rd gear. Well, most of the time 2nd gear, really and truly, go everywhere 20 miles an hour. It's a brilliant little bike. We got upside down forks. You don't really feel too much of the road. Suspension seems to be good. Goes over bumps and that, you don't really feel it too much. It is only a 125. The wheels are a little bit fatter, a little bit bigger. Maybe it'll be better. So anyone thinking about purchasing a Lexmoto, really do your research and figure out what bike you want to get. I just got the cheapest option, mate. I got a review. When I watched the video on Spicy 101, and he was bigging up all the Lexmotos. Well, he is part of their team and he is getting paid by them for doing these videos and doing good videos on them. So if you check out his channel, then you'll see what I'm talking about. But really and truly, I was going on his reviews, thinking he's doing honest reviews, and putting down. Thought I'd get into a Lexmoto, give it a chance, give it